OpenAI just held its big annual conference for developers, and wow, the message could not have been clearer. The gap between having a cool idea and actually turning it into a real, working product, it's basically collapsing. Sam Altman even said it's the best time in history to be a builder, and honestly, he's not wrong. So today, let's break down exactly how OpenAI is tearing down the biggest walls that stand between you and your next great invention. Okay, so to really get why these announcements are such a big deal, you have to start with this chart right here. A year ago, ChatGPT had 100 million people using it every week. That's a lot, right? Well, today, it's over 800 million. I mean, that's not just growth, that's like a whole new digital country popping up. And for anyone who builds things, this is one of the biggest, most plugged-in audiences on the entire planet, all hanging out in one spot. But, having a giant audience and actually reaching that audience are two totally different things. For years, developers have had to fight tooth and nail to get their apps noticed in crowded app stores. How do you get seen? How do you get your awesome creation in front of the right person when they actually need it? This has always been the biggest headache: distribution. So what's OpenAI's big solution? Well, it's pretty bold and it's pretty simple. Just turn ChatGPT itself into the platform. Instead of making you go out and find the users, they're bringing all those users directly to your app. It's a brand new kind of app store, built completely around conversations. And here's the key idea that makes it all work. With their new Apps SDK, you're not just building little links to your app. No, you're building your entire, fully interactive app inside of ChatGPT. The whole thing, the buttons, the data, the experience, it's all right there in the chat. This totally flips the old model on its head. Instead of you searching for an app, the perfect app finds you at the exact moment you need it. And this just lays out how simple they're making the path from your brain to a huge audience. You use the new SDK to build your app, you send it in for a quick review, and this is the magic part, ChatGPT itself can suggest your app when a user asks for something relevant. You need a playlist? Bam, it might suggest Spotify. It's like having a powerful new discovery engine built right in. So, okay, OpenAI is solving the how do people find my app problem. That's huge. But what about the what am I even building problem? For years, the big dream in AI has been to create these smart agents that can do complex stuff all on their own. But the reality? It's been a total nightmare of complexity. It's why so few of these cool agent ideas have ever actually seen the light of day. This slide just captures the before and after perfectly. Look at the left side. That's the tangled mess developers used to deal with. You had to manually wire up everything, the orchestration, which is kind of like the agent's brain, the constant check-ins to see if it's doing its job right, connecting all the tools it needs. It was a mess. Now, look at the right. With AgentKit, it's just this clean, simple set of building blocks that handles all that messy stuff for you. And to put this into perspective, you have to hear this. During the live demo, a developer built and launched a fully working customer support agent in, get this, under 8 minutes. That's the power we're talking about with AgentKit. It's not just another tool. It's like a whole assembly line for AI agents. It takes a process that used to take months of super specialized work and just squishes it down into a few minutes. All right, so OpenAI is tackling distribution with apps and complexity with AgentKit. But what about the actual, hands-on, manual work of creating things in the first place? Well, they're starting with one of the most basic creative acts there is, writing code. OpenAI's coding agent, which is called Codex, is now officially out for everyone. And this number shows just how insane its impact is. Internally, their own engineers using Codex are getting 70% more work done every single week. Just think about that for a second. It's like adding another really, really good developer to your team for every one you already have, but without the extra desk space. And the live demo, oh man, the live demo was just wild. They went from a simple sketch on a piece of paper to a real working user interface that could control a physical camera hanging over the stage. But the moment that really made everyone's jaw drop was when the presenter just used his voice to tell Codex to reprogram the app, right there, on the fly, adding a whole new feature in real time. This one quote from the presenter, Romain, it just captures the whole shift we're seeing. He built a complex piece of software that controlled actual hardware and lighting for an entire auditorium, and he did it all without typing a single line of code himself. I mean, this is a fundamental change in how we can make things. But hey, creation isn't just about code, right? The same idea of making things faster and easier is now coming to media, with some seriously powerful new tools for video and audio. So the new Sora 2 model gives creators this incredible new level of control. You can give it super detailed instructions, and it actually remembers them from one prompt to the next, which means you can get really consistent, stylized results. For example, they showed how you can take a simple video you shot on your phone and just tell Sora to expand the scene, and it intelligently turns it into this huge, sweeping cinematic shot. It's amazing. And of course, powering all of these new toys are some major upgrades under the hood. GPT-5 Pro, their smartest model ever, is now available for developers to use on their toughest problems. The Sora 2 API now comes with that synchronized sound we saw, which is a game changer. And really importantly, they made high-quality voice interactions 70% cheaper. That's going to open the floodgates for a whole new wave of apps that you can talk to. So when you step back and you put all of these different pieces together, you've got distribution through apps, you've got simplicity through AgentKit, and you've got this insane creative speed with Codex and Sora 2. A really, really clear picture starts to form. So if there's one thing you take away from all of this, let it be this. The friction, the stuff that gets in the way between having an idea and having a finished product, is just vanishing. The barrier to entry isn't about your technical skill anymore, or having a huge team, or getting tons of funding. The most valuable thing you can have in this new era is simply a good idea. And that really leaves us with the final and most important question. When an idea can become a reality in just a few minutes, what are you going to build next? The tools are here, the roadblocks are gone. The only thing left limiting us is our own imagination. Thanks for tuning in to this explainer.